All right, team. How's everybody doing today? Good afternoon or good evening, depending on where you are at. So, what happened in the market today? So, I did post a video yesterday saying that the bull run is very close to finishing, and it looks like it's going to finish before. And let's go ahead and get started here. I want to talk about Amazon first. So, is the market going to turn around? Okay, so let's look at on the daily. You see this star? Here, or the shooting star, this candle pattern here is a reversal. Now, we know from history we can have the candles that tell us it's going up or down, but news is going to change it. Tomorrow we have some news coming out at 8:30 in the morning. It's the GDP numbers. And if that number decreases, then we are headed for this area here. Look at this. We have a lot, what I call free money, so we might fall in there. All right, so let's move over to some of the big stocks that have had problems this week. We've had earnings and is not going well for some of the partners out there, right? So Google fell, and you see Google has still some time there that is going to continue to fall, and then it's got a lot of extra room, so it might see 90. If you're bearish on Google, look at this here. This might kind of entice you to want to get in there. So Microsoft did earnings today, and again, look at this shooting star here on the daily. So what's going to happen with the market tomorrow? My guess or my guidance would be um, wait for the confirmation that we are reversing patterns. I'm going to show you guys how to look at that on the daily if you're day trading. But if you're swing trading, this is a big sign here that we are potentially reversing. Tesla, we're having a little bit of a uptrend with Tesla. Tesla did good today. So if you're into Tesla, hey, congratulations, but it did start dropping in the after hours. Meta, wow, what happened to Meta today? So let's move Meta over to after hours, and you will see I have Meta. Well, let's move over to this one here. I have Meta on the 15-minute chart here in the after hours, and it is not looking good for Meta. A lot of people are not interested in this company anymore. It hit about 105. It's at around 105 right now, so it came up before earnings was reported. I don't know why it spiked up all the way to 141, but then it started dropping down after they showed that they missed their numbers. They didn't have a good earnings report out, and it looks like their guidance is not a strong one. So Meta will continue to fall tomorrow. If you like buying options and puts, that might be the play for you. Okay. Uh, so what's going on with? Let's look at Apple. Apple is same thing. They're actually doing, let me move over to the daily chart. They're actually doing kind of the same like the other stocks, right? So they had a first red candle on the daily, so there was a lot of sell-off today. But remember, Apple is the biggest market cap and is a very strong stock. A lot of people love Apple. Um, One of the things that I look at Apple, and I don't trade this very often, but I do see their trends, and their trends are very strong. Remember, your trend is your friend till the end, right? Just like they say. So Apple is still not completely past the support. If Apple comes under here, then you could see if you follow me and you're in the trading group, the bull ring, you know that we use the TD sequential. And if we get to about maybe 146.50, I'm going to turn on the TD sequential and see where Apple is at. It's finishing off its bull rally on the TD sequential, but the number 8 candle turned red. So I suspect if it gets past this line, you'll see a new TD sequential start up, but for the bearish side. Okay. Now, market was very choppy today. A lot of stuff going on with SPX and SPY. Let's start with SPY. I want to show you what we're doing with SPY. So SPY still, like I said, It has that resistance. It did break it here. From a trader's perspective, okay, you can have false breakouts. Okay, it tried to break out and it couldn't get past a resistance area. So let's just go ahead and mark that off right around here. Okay, let me give you a better picture so we can do this. So this is what um, SPX is looking at. So there's some resistance in there. And then we also have a shooting star with SPY and SPX. So I'll move over to SPX. So they're identical, right? So it's almost like times 10. You see the shooting star right in here. So market got very choppy. A lot of folks were trying to figure out how can I get into a trade for the day. Same thing I always tell you guys. So let me show you one of the things that you can play to hedge your position. So if you already got into a position, remember SQQQ. Uh, very easy entries and exits on the 5 minute. So this is what you could have done today. If you don't have, and I use the 50-day moving average, and then I have my 5, which is my coach's lightning. If you guys don't have this happening where you see the cross, okay, on the 5 minute, wait for it, okay. I know at the beginning everybody gets excited, market opened up, and this happens, and people get excited. You have to have control of your emotions. It's called emotional intelligence. Don't think this is the last time you're going to be able to trade up here. Um, I'll show you what a lot of people do is they see this and then they try to get in, and then this starts happening to their trade. Okay, if you play options, great opportunity here to jump into a put. Okay, and if you guys have been in my courses, you know what I'm about to show you. So as soon as it crosses here, what I'm looking at is where am I going to set my stop loss. Okay, so if I cross, I know that if this thing reverses on me, okay, it could go the other way. So if you see the stock went down, then it came back up and it resisted off the 50. Okay, great place to set your stop loss. Now you set your stop loss based off of what you can afford. But wait for these entries. Don't push anything. So if I come over to let's just take another stock that I follow. I have a few swing ones, and I'll give you a little example here. So one of the stocks that we've been playing in the bull ring is American Express. American Express has had a nice little bull run, but you see here, okay, this was a nice entry for a uh, option to buy a put, and then you see it just kept going down. So one of the things that you can do, which is what I do, okay, and it's hard sometimes because this is happening a lot. It goes up and down, okay. If it doesn't cross the 50, leave it alone, leave it alone, leave it alone. If it crosses the 50, then you get out, okay. Or you can just set your stop loss and say, okay, when it curls on the 5 moving average, I'm going to sell it. Okay, but you have options. Don't panic, and don't base it off of emotional um, guidance. So sometimes people get a little frustrated and they want to do revenge trading. They lost some money and they go in there and they're not even looking at this stuff. Okay, so be patient. Come in here with a small position. Okay, my guidance is paper trade it, paper trade it, paper trade it. You can paper trade here on trading view. Okay, you can right click and you can come down to trade. Okay, and then you can create a new order and then you go from there. Okay, so trading view does have paper trading. If you come down here to this bar, you can see that you have a trading panel. So I'm going to open that up for you. Okay, and right in here you have different platforms you can use, but you can click on paper trading, you click connect, and you can practice all day every day with the strategy I just showed you. So Tomorrow is going to be an interesting day. And again, if you guys found value in this video, do me a favor, hit the like button, share it with your friends and family, and hit the subscribe button. But hoping you have a green day tomorrow. And until the next video, um, good night.